Gqom artist Dladla Mshunqisi had South Africans in a frenzy when a video of him at a protest held by artists on the N3 in Durban went viral. Now, a few hours into that demonstration, police arrived on the scene to disperse the protesters, leading some to beat a hasty retreat. Take a look at this.
This is actually annoying and heartbreaking when you see it. A bunch of black, unarmed people, hungry, are being chased with guns and tear gas. For what? For peacefully protesting for the right to put food on the tables, on their families' tables?
Right, those are some of the scenes that played out when Durban musicians shut down the N3 freeway on Wednesday to protest against COVID-19 regulations, in particular, the limited number of people allowed at venues when they perform. The artists are demanding that government open up the entertainment industry by allowing pubs and bars to increase their capacity to 70% and extend the curfew to at least midnight. For more on this now, let's bring in Dladla, who's in Durban for us, and in fact, you might have missed it, but was also in that video. So Dladla, thanks very much for your time and welcome to the AM Report. Let me begin as a start by asking what was going through your mind as an artist who had to now scour away from police moments after performing.
Hi, Ayanda. It was a very, very tragic moment. We were very scared. We were very terrified. When everything happened, it happened so quick. We weren't ready for what the police had done. It's even now I'm still like shocked of the moment, and we had to run, and you could see me the way I was running. You had to run because there were rubber bullets, there were tear gas, and the moment an innocent protest turned out to be very violent at the end, because we just wanted to hear people to hear our cries. We wanted to voice out what we want, because we haven't been working for a very, very, very long time, and we're starting to feel it now with our cars, our families, everything is going away with the cars. They're taking the cars. Our homes are being taken. We are hungry. It's very tough.
And take me through the preparation for a protest like that. I mean, we haven't necessarily seen artists speak out in that way before. I mean, the N3, my understanding in Durban, is quite a busy road in some respects that leads to the airport. What was the planning? Was there consent from police, for lack of a better term?
Okay, I wouldn't know in most of the things that the preparation of the protest, because we as creative arts, as KZN artists, we got together, and there is a leadership within that structure. I wouldn't know most of the procedures they went through in order to have this protest going on. But what I can tell you is that the protest itself, it was a very innocent one. It was a very honest one. It shouldn't have ended like that, because no one was armed. We were all not armed. We just wanted to voice out what we have and what we wanted our president to do for us.
Yeah, and the rallies on social media is under the hashtag Vula President. Tell us a bit more about that.
We're saying Vula Presidents because how we make money is through events. This 50 people at a venue or at an event is not working for us, because we make money through ticket sales, and the people who do events, that's how they do their money. So we wanted the 70% of capacity of that event. So we wanted 70%, and we wanted the president to change the times, not to be 9, because if it's 9 p.m., you have the police at 8 or at 8:30 already standing outside at the venue, wanting to shut down the venue. So we were asking and pleasing the president to make the time to be 12 p.m. or even 2 a.m.
Okay, that's interesting. You're obviously going to be needed to also provide some form of convincing the president why that should happen. Outside of the need to, and the understandable need, might I add, to sustain your livelihoods, there's this issue of COVID-19. How will you try to at least convince people that the fears around spreading the virus won't be there if the president was to concede to what you're asking for?
As I had mentioned, that a lot I wouldn't be able to answer because, as I said, there is a structure of the KZN Creative, but places and different places such as malls, there are places that carry a huge capacity of people, but they still follow the regulations of the COVID-19. Us too, at events, we would have carried on and followed the capacities of followed the regulations of the event. At the event, we would have carried on and followed. Have sanitizing, masks on, everything. We would even social distancing.
How, Dladla, really? Are you convinced of meaningful social distancing that can happen when you are on the decks with your hits and people must be able to somehow maintain social distancing? Come on.
There are bigger venues whereby we could monitor how people don't get together and it's not that full and we're not standing, next to one another. It's an open venue, but we wanted more people, more than 50, because 50 is a small amount of number.
Okay. Has the president or anybody in government responded yet? What are they saying? I know KZN Premier Usihle Zikalala often is responsive to some calls, even from social media. Has there been any response whatsoever from the authorities?
For now, I haven't heard anything. We are still waiting. As I said, they will be communicating with the KZN Creative Artist Forum, which they'll then tell us what have the higher structure or the government have said.
All right. Thanks very much for coming on to the AM Report, giving us your side of the story. I'm happy to see you are safe after running during that protest yourself, which has caused a lot of attention on social media. That is Dladla Mshunqisi, who's a Gqom artist in KZN. They're essentially calling for live performances to be allowed again, a 70% capacity for venues, and for the curfew to be extended to about midnight.